Death, life, and transformation.
A journey within a journey.
Death and rebirth.
Fire, fire, cosmic breather. Fire, fire, cosmic eater. Burning heart of fire and pain. Give me my birth, my rebirth through you.
Ram 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 Paye Mam Ram 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 Paye Mam.
My entry into water birth. In India, reliving my birth and my beginnings. My father passed away recently, and I dedicate this journey to him. His absence and his presence invade me. Thoughts of beginnings and hopes, beginnings and strengths, as I listen to my heart and move through Kerala, a magnificent state in the southwestern tip of India. This lush green land, so liquid, so transparent, and so inner reflective. Everything seems to be a dream and a reality. I look and search for a sound, a movement, a feeling that would help me understand what I always thought I understood. I look around and I am sure that he is not gone, that he is around. watch the body, the physical form, dissolve into air. The cremation. A wounded moment where fire becomes the destroyer and transformer. Watching the burning fire, I feel betrayed, almost by life. My father walked into the other world. I came to see the last of body birth. Fire, fire, take me with you.
Arye Kartyayane Bhagavati Bhadragali Nande Jamundi Devi Maheshwari.
A celebration of life, of death, of rebirth, of transformation. The eye of the sacred one. The eye of the elephant god. Worshipped because he is the nearest thing on earth to a cloud. And he seems to be supporting me, gently holding the pain with an all-embracing presence. A soul gone, a soul received. He seemed to be whispering to me as he walked dream-like across the land. I remembered that the breath of the elephant, like the cosmic breath, was a great healer for the heartache of man, and in silence I spoke to him. Fire walker, fire breather, creator of light, open the doors, and let this journey be a journey to break fear. Let this journey be a journey for the lasting soul. Let this journey be a journey for all. The first whisper of dawn in India. Walking in the paddy fields, my feet almost sinking into the wet earth, I hear the faint refrains of singing. I had been told about these folk forms, how these simple people express their dreams, hopes, joys, griefs, and beliefs. They've been making their journey through centuries, carrying with them the rhythms of the ages. I feel like I'm on a pilgrimage of healing through their rituals of devotion and love, all of which is kept alive and truly possessing the power to uplift one's being, and in my case, to come to terms with my grief. A ritualistic dance form dedicated to the goddess Kali, which is called Padayani. And here the head priest describes her power, her rage, and her awesome appearance. The dance of the woman warrior, one in herself, belonging to no man. She destroys the demonic forces that dominate and oppress the world in order to restore peace and equilibrium. In the present Kali age, she is the answer. She will have to annihilate again in order to reveal the truth of things, which is her mission, and to restore to our natures that divine feminine spirituality which we have lost. I have always adored the great goddess, and it filled me with joy to know how deeply she is worshipped in this part of India. Her image is everywhere and her presence permeates the land. And the story unfolds. After destroying the Asura or demon Darika, the anger and wrath of Bhadrakali, the great goddess, could not be appeased. Her rage at the disruption caused in the universe was immense, and she walked in flames, threatening to burn the whole world. The only way to calm her was to show her her own image. Yours is the power of creation, preservation, and dissolution. You are eternal. You are the ground of being. You are the energies of nature. And so the gods made masks and drew innumerable images and danced in front of her. Seeing her own maddened self, she returned to her original space, and the cosmic balance was restored. In the village where the ritual dance is performed, all preparations are being made for the symbolic moment. A certain tranquility and joy pervade the atmosphere. The air breathes of her presence. I feel I'm being prepared, cleansed, sharpened, and I watch. The masks worn by the dancers are made from the arcanut palm and the long tender leaves of the coconut tree. The green portion is cut out in the required shape and size and smoothened. And when it is polished, it becomes white. The cutout piece is then ornamented with red paint. And the brush for painting is made out of a small stem of the coconut tree, one end of which is beaten and crushed. The red paint is prepared by grinding red stones, and the root of the turmeric is used for yellow. The making of the mask and its usage has a richness which fills life. The making is a ritual, and so is the usage. The whole act begins with the soul and ends with it too. And everything is connected with the goddess. By you, this universe is born. By you, this world is created. O Goddess, by you, it is protected. And these are her attending spirits who walk, work, and dance the earth to enhance the process to bring back life into balance. She emerged out of the sparks of fire that emanated from Shiva's third eye to destroy all that unbalanced the cosmic ecology. The gods then held up a mirror before her, and the goddess, drawn out by her own reflection, again gave her light to the world. I came back to my country to learn, to understand, to be reborn, to be renewed.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Shri Krishnaya Parabrahmane Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Shri Krishnaya Parabrahmane Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate.
And so the tradition continues from generation to generation.
Namaha.
I feel an uncanny sense of celebration, a kind of a breakthrough of grief barriers. I read somewhere that negation and pain may signify a beginning of something new, another space, another strength. And a strange peace settles inside me as I approach the next village and anxiously look forward to meet the head priest of another one of Kerala's most intriguing temple art forms, Mudiyettu, said to be at least 2,000 to 3,000 years old. Greeted warmly by his mother as she takes me to meet him, I feel as if all harshness leaves me behind.
രാജസ്ഥാനിലെ ചിത്ര കൊണ്ടുവരിക്കുന്നത് നമ്മളെ
പാകിസ്ഥാനിൽ പോയിട്ട് ഇനി തോന്നില്ല അവിടെ കിടക്കണ കരിക്കതേ അവിടെ കിടപ്പുണ്ടോ അവിടെ തെങ്ങിലോട്ട്
കരിക്കുണ്ട് കരിക്ക് കരിക്കുണ്ടേ
കരിക്ക് വേണം
ആ കരിക്കുണ്ടോ
Thank you.
വേഗം കുടിക്കണം നമുക്ക് പോണം മുടിയേറ്റ് പോണം ഓ വേഗം പോണം വേണം മുടിയേറ്റ് പോവാ ഞങ്ങള്
അതെയോ
ആ
As we walk up the stairs to the temple grounds of the goddess Bhadrakali, I remembered the shell man. I axis, I will take you through life. I am the spirit that triumphs this land. He gave me a clear sunstone and told me to wear it around and wrap it in gold. I did. The girls dancing in a circle seemed to be invoking the power of life, almost as if protecting everything against all darkness. The body's sacred power is expressed in the symbolic ornamentation of the whole body or parts of it. And body painting signifies dynamic transformation, and as the ornamented vessel, the body becomes sacred. And to put on another face is to admit another spirit. A shadow and a dream, holding and folding my cloth spirit set in stream. Before the actual performance begins, on a sacred piece of earth which is cleansed and purified, the goddess is traced on earth. The great goddess, whose body is the fabric woven by time and contains the whole universe. It is a symbol of all transformative processes and unites in itself the elements of earth, water, air, and fire. It is by and through her that all things moving and motionless shine. It is by the light of this Devi that all things become manifest. An existing visible reality transformed into eternity, a vibration of the essence. I am in heaven and on earth, in water and in air. Shadow sad cries on my face, weeping cloth clouds dark my gaze. Friend of far, you left your trace. Held in heart, I love your space. And after the spirit of the goddess is invoked into the column, the form is then wiped off, symbolizing the impermanence of all structures and the eternal nature of the soul. Devotees are given blessings from the face and the breasts of the goddess. And after the goddess is invoked into the drawn form, she now enters into the dancer. And the temple dance, in imitating the characters of the deity adored, is a mimed metamorphosis and seeks to change the dancer into a god. Dharika, the enemy of all cosmic balance, standing behind the curtain, which is the border between good and evil, tries to break the boundaries. The goddess, with all her power and wrath, challenges him in the eternal battle between the two forces. The battle between the forces begins. Enraged by the intrusion and unbalancing of the dark forces, the great goddess, sword in hand, fights the lower depths. And all three elements come alive: the divine, the human, and the asura. And the goddess triumphs. The demon is destroyed. The light is unveiled. Life once again in balance. I leave this experience as if of my own transformation and feel as though I'm moving into another dimension. I lived through death, birth, becoming, and continuing within one day. Once a month in India, crows are fed in remembrance of a loved one. I was awakened by the call of a crow. It was like a whisper which made alive the presence of my father again. As the days continue in this inner journal, I go deeper and deeper into this land, like like an embrace of the earth, like a child stumbling through fears and pain, like a child surrendering completely to these people, my people, in their walks of life, in their heart, soul strength. My people, I have come back to be nurtured, watered, and to be shown the secrets of the eternal world, the world without death, and the secret of the Spirit, the eternity of the Spirit. I dreamt and walked into the warm dusk of this magic heartland, the dusk of the gods.
All is dedicated to the goddess Bhadrakali. In Theyyam, we do not portray the deities, we become them. We are the god actors. When I portray the goddess, I become her.
I became one with the message and the messenger. Goddess of red and fire supreme, play with my dance soul which stands empty and whole. Your whispering mantra of 3 quivering dreams. Take my pain day, walk in it, dance in it, sit in it and play. And touch gently my heart, take life pain apart.
Chitra, listen, listen.
I couldn't believe it. In all my dreams he was there, a messenger from the other world, from my father's world, crossing all the boundaries in a liquid realm of color, as though coming to see me. called him my peacock man in my dreams. He was always there. I felt safe. I felt he hadn't gone. And here he is. Subramaniam, the divine child. After destroying the Asuras, he returns on the peacock, which becomes his chariot and his symbol. And he dances the dance of victory and celebrates in triumph the great presence of Shiva. And with the whirling dance echoing in my mind, even the water rippled in remembrance. I thought again of the peacock, bird of immortality, a symbol of paradise, rebirth, and the incorruptibility of the soul. And Shiva, guardian of the sacred cosmic order, watching over all the rhythms and rites of life. I love Shiva. I love his dance. I love his mad passion. He is the motion of the world. He destroys and he creates. My father, a mentor and a friend, guiding me always through this life journey. And I remember his words that unconscious life is a state of separation, whereas death is only a transition in earthly life. A transition, not an end. That always helped. I remember my childhood. I was the youngest, the only daughter. My father always recognized and supported my creative need to express. It was a burning fire and was a force that carried me through life. It never ebbed. It grew bigger. And the bigger it got, the deeper was the need to be nurtured and understood. Saw images of my child life in the water. Assurances from my father to walk clear and strong. Reminders from him never to be afraid. A floating feeling, the motion of my dreams. And I remember that water is a symbol for consciousness and its transitions. And that time, life's great healer, is looked upon as a deity from which it flows like the river of life, like the river of this journey.
आणि പൊന്നീനതാകിയ ചെണിൽ ചൂടർഹിന്ദൂതിൻ മണിക്കമായ തോരു മാനുളതാകുമോ ഇതു കാരണൻ മണിക്കമായ തോരു
Shadow puppets of Kerala, whispering mythology from the great Indian epic, the Ramayana. The story of Rama, an incarnation of Lord Vishnu, son of a great and good king who was destined to succeed his father on the throne. When the king announces his intention of abdicating in favor of his oldest son, Rama, his second wife, jealous of her own son, Bharata, reminds the king of a promise he had made to her. She demands that this promise be fulfilled by banishing Rama from the kingdom and naming Bharata as heir to the throne. Rama, his beautiful wife Sita, accompanied by another brother Lakshmana, voluntarily go into the forest where they live as hermits. When the king dies, Bharata refuses to sit on the throne and pleads with Rama to return. Rama refuses, saying that he must honor his father's pledge. The exiles find shelter in the forest. Meanwhile, Ravana, the demon king of an island kingdom, kidnaps Sita and carries her away in his aerial chariot.
ശിരസിനാലെ മുട്ട വേണം, പാദത്തിനാലെ ചവിട്ട വേണം, അന്ത യുദ്ധം ചെയ്തു കൊള്ളുവും.
Rama, distraught at the fate of his beloved, sets forth to find her. Helped by the heavens, he finally locates her. The great war between Rama and the demon king follow. His kingdom is destroyed.
പതികൊണ്ടു പുത്രമിത്ര കളത്രാദികൾ വരുന്തുതാൻ വന്നവരമലപ്പുഴതമുഷിയാമലന്നമ്പടക്കിന്റെ പതികൊണ്ടു പിറവനുതൽ വല്ലഭയിടത്തനെ വലിയ
Rama is triumphant and united with his beloved wife. They return home and he is crowned the rightful heir of the throne, and peace and happiness is restored. The winds blow softly, the sacred fires burn steadily. This legend is like a moral fiber weaved into the social structure in India. And I remember how often I had heard the story as a child. Always a symbol of hope. When Bhadrakali, the warrior goddess, returns victorious after destroying the demon Dwarika, Lord Shiva, her father, asks her to select a place on earth and reside there as protector of mankind. The goddess, not hesitating, chooses Kerala as her home. Even today, in India's vast cultural diversity and many social aberrations, the vision of the sacred as woman never ceases. I feel reassured of my own strength, the strength being given back to me by my country through symbols and signs from this ancient land. Hello. Thank you. Namaste. It's beautiful.
It's our family altar. More than 80 years old.
80 years
80,
old.
80 years.
It's beautiful.
I told you it was established some 80 years back. This was done just for the welfare of the family, to keep off demons.
Oh, I
by
see.
our great grand uncle.
And what image?
This is goddess.
Goddess.
Devi goddess. Don't you have a bath?
Actually, just a wash. That will be fine. Thank you.
Right. Okay.
Thanks.
Are you going to the temple too?
I have heard a lot about the Guruvayur temple, and my father was a great lover of Krishna. So one of my biggest wishes is before I leave Kerala that I go to the temple. Yeah, I want to do that.
ചെറുക്ക് വെള്ളം ഒന്ന് കുടിക്കാൻ എന്തെങ്കിലും കുടിക്കാൻ കൊണ്ട് വരൂ വരൂ ആയി ആയി
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Your sister?
She's my eldest sister. She's my second sister. We three witches are. If you are going to the temple, you will have to wear a sari.
Oh, but I don't have a sari.
No, we can have one from here.
No problem.
No problem.
Thank
It's all right.
Surrender and fearlessness. I saw him draw his own death on sand. He sang to it, he danced to it, he formulated it, he worshipped it away, and then broke the structure that he himself had drawn. Only ordinary time is life and death and perishable, but the essence of the universe knows no end. Like arrows of the sun, it flows. Stretched and strong, I walk lifted with hope to meet my beautiful friend Kalidas. And here he is, waiting for me like a rugged sage, wisdomed by life, supporting me through this time of my father's loss. When I walk through my country where age is graced, I wonder what it is that softens my heart. I wonder what magic blows my soul apart. From the city of Calicut, north of Kerala, he takes me to his village where his people are preparing for the ritual dance Thira Atam. And he tells me that this shining dance will help me and heal me.
How was your journey?
Very long, but tiring.
You look so tired.
I'm tired. I went all over Kerala, throughout the state, and saw many, many, many different temple art forms. Many different kinds.
Have you seen?
Padayani, Mudietu, Theam, Pava Kathakali, Tol Pava Kutu.
How do you like all that art?
Just beautiful. Very, very beautiful. And Kalidasan, one thing is that they're very beautiful, but my father passed away about 3 years ago. And through these forms, what they say, I seem to understand is passing away more. It's clearer. And something very magical happened. I feel as if I'm closer to that world. It's an incredible journey. Incredible journey. But I'm really looking forward to seeing your thing. Tirat.
Thirayatam.
Thirayatam.
It's magical and fantastic.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I show you.
Today?
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow? Wonderful.
It was misty the next morning. At daybreak, we walk over a wooden bridge towards Kalidasan's village. The women of the village wearing white and carrying oil lamps welcome and lead us in.
Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Maheshwara. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Pahima.
I feel gentle, soft, and very much a woman.
Krishna Krishna Maheshwara. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Pahima. Hare Krishna.
We are welcomed by a procession of musicians holding a beautifully colored canopy. Kalidasan leads me in. I feel like a bride, full of love and gratitude. Where is my groom? I thought. My new self, renewed, almost released. She gives me the oil lamp, which is a symbol of life. A performer with the goddess Kali's sword in hand dances before me, symbolically destroying all obstacles and negativity before I enter. I truly feel wed, like two opposites in me uniting.
He studied everything about this generation, about the folk art of Thirayatam. He studied from his father and the forefathers.
And you studied from
Him.
And what is the exact translation of Thirayatam? What does it actually mean? Thira means light?
No, shine.
Shine. So, and Atam is dance.
Atam means
So
dance.
shine.
Shine in dance.
Shining dance.
We are doing only for the worship of God Bhagavati.
Is she another form of Bhadrakali?
She's another version.
Another version of.
After the killing of demon
Dharika.
Dharika, she became to a what we mean a prosperously a big. Then we made one is Kali and one is Bhagavati. The same.
But different,
But different
forms.
versions.
It's frightening. and everything is made from the arcanut tree. Everything. All the costumes and everything.
This is fertility now. Chitra Neogy.
He had told me about his guru, who was the head priest of the ritual. He is the only member of the community permitted to make contact with the deity. He was seated in front of an altar for Bhadrakali, as she is the deity invoked for the performance. After blessing me, he predicts my future before the beginning of the ritual.
ഗ്രഹാകാശായിരിക്കുന്ന വ്യാഴം പ്രത്യുത്തരമായി വളരെ ഫലപ്രദമായിരിക്കുന്നു.
Your life is unique and your work will be very significant. You are homeless. Your family life is breaking. But you are protected by the goddess.
മേലിൽ വേണ്ടുന്നതായ എല്ലാ അഭിവൃദ്ധിയും നേരിടും. വിവിധ കലാരൂപങ്ങളെ എല്ലാം അഭിവൃദ്ധിപ്പെടും. എല്ലാ ദോഷങ്ങളും പരിഹരിക്കും. അഭിവൃദ്ധി തേജസ്സോടുകൂടി നിലനിർത്തി കടാക്ഷം കൊണ്ട്
അമ്മയുടെ അനുഗ്രഹം
നിങ്ങൾക്കുണ്ടാവും.
You will get the blessing of God Bhagavati.
Bhagavati, the goddess, is represented here, and the performer, receiving the blessings from the priest, invokes her and surrenders completely to her power. Through the music and movements, the dancer, in his adoration and passionate devotion to the deity, becomes one with her. Thiraatam, the shining dance. The dance of an actor impersonating a god with the appropriate makeup and dress. There are no written records about the music and songs and rules. And from generation to generation, it is always orally transmitted. Here the actors invoke the youth and valor of the deity. The makeup, costumes, music, fire, dance movements display the Veera Rasa, the heroic sentiment. The dancers as warrior challenge each other and also defend the center against the chaotic forces which threaten the harmony of balance from outside. They dance to maintain the life of the cosmos and give release to the seeker. The dance leads to their own freedom. One feels as though the deity is physically entering the dancers. A transformation is taking place in them and in me. The capacity to surrender, to let go of all that one knows and clings to for support. Cracked open like a coconut offered to the gods, and its milk-white center a symbol of a selfless surrender. India, the bitter and the sweet, blossoming from a single stem.
In our family.
Your family. 4 generations means your father?
By the father, forefather, and like that. Then I calculated it became
About 400 years old.
400.
And how how is it that your family got, involved? I mean, what is there certain why is it that your family represents this art form? So you are actually the pujaris.
Yes.
So
By
you don't
that
actually
way.
do the dance, but you are sort of the. So you teach. You also perform. But your main thing is that you actually teach people, and then you act as the guru. Do you have sons who will continue the form?
Open.
They will continue. So after you, it will go on for another, on and on and on. And do you live only by this art form? No, it's not that easy.
At this present time, it is not possible.
It's a beautiful form,
In
very
ancient days, our life was like that.
only that.
India. As hard to define as the shape and texture of sunlight. Penetrating every chink, its brilliance dazzles, but also casts deep shadows. India adjusts to time and place and personality and is all welcoming and all transforming. I have gathered my dreams in a silver air, between the gold and the blue, and wrapped them softly, and left them there, my jeweled dreams of you. Born to be in rags of gold, you stand so still in cosmic scheme, your gentle frame an unknown name, 1,000 rays around you flame. A family of acrobats. The shell man had told me to watch for them. They are like secret weavers of the cosmic thread. Balancing and juggling the body of the universe. You sit and play, you dance and pray. You never grow tired of this lifelong feat. Lord Shiva, with great eagerness, called his spirits and ordered them to present a dance. They all came. Pringa, Pringarothian, Nanda, Nandinathan, Kumban, Kumbodharan. They sing, dance, and play before him in celebration of the destruction of the Asuras. I feel so welcomed in this home, this family, these children.
Thank you. Thank you.
This child, she is my childhood. Ganapati, the elephant god, leader of the dancing spirits. He is the remover of all obstacles. In my dreams, I begin to feel the motions of my strength. I could feel this journey leading me towards a release, like the uncoiling of my own energy. The devotion to Shakti, the feminine energy, manifested in the serpent deity Nagakali. The whole universe is the manifestation of her. Shakti means force, the female spirit. She represents the creative principle underlying the cosmos. She is the energizing force of all divinity. The whole universe is the manifestation of Shakti. She is known as Devi, the Shining One. She is given different names and different appearances, but she is a symbol of the life-giving powers of the universe. You are light itself and transcendent. Emanating from your body are rays in thousands, 2,000, 100,000, tens of millions, 100 million. It is by and through you that all things moving and motionless shine. Simple goddess, baby girl, light in motion, grace in still. You are life and world and play. You are all. You make man stay. The inner and the outer fighter, the warrior woman, the warrior of the worlds, Kalaripayattu, the ancient martial arts of Kerala. I am the water lady, I sing a liquid song. sit on dust ground earthbound.
Indian elephant is the must. It's a big. Oh, yes, they are making the map of India. Moreover, you know, Bhagavati. The years, they are Ganapati Atam.
Concealed in him the wisdom of the world, held in him a power over nature.
Why is the elephant worshipped in India?
Worshipped because he is the nearest thing on earth to a cloud. The mixture of elephant and man, Ganesha, the remover of all obstacles, a union between man and animal. He bestows freedom from bad luck. The elephant-headed god who blends the large with the small. A deity worshipped by all the other gods as their teacher, since a glimpse of him brings complete happiness. I had this dream. I saw an elephant playing with my universe. It was a blue world ball. The world was in it. The world reborn, the coming age. Satya Yuga, the age of truth. As this long pilgrimage outward and inward begins to end, resonances from my childhood come back. The structure and traditions that I broke away from, searching for a walk of self. My father's support always was around me. But all had to be broken in order to be born again. All was broken and begun again. But the inner essence was always intact. The core and the ancient roots of my culture molded, shaped, and protected me. Like a bird in flight, nesting within its own soul, no matter where I was. And now, those same traditions that I had left, which manifest the spirit, heal and transform me. Back in Trivandrum, the capital of Kerala, temple loudspeakers blast hymns to God. India, again reminding me never to forget the real passage, the real journey, the one which transcends life and death. My journey of transformation.
We experience death, life, and transformation.
Shivaya Namaho Shivaya. Shivaya Namaho